Ethiopia and Kenyans, we are brothers.
Good morning, guys. It's day two in Ethiopia, which is basically like our day three. Yes, day three of our road trip, and we've woken up very early. It's actually 2:45, and we are heading towards the bus station. It's right outside the hotel that we are staying at. So we're going to take the bus to Addis Ababa. We realized that crossing over with our car and even driving in Ethiopia is going to be a lot of work. I'm told that we'll have so many thorough checks along the road. We are not ready for it, but we don't have an option. So let's just go to Addis Ababa, the capital city of Ethiopia. And with me is Hadia. And then you'll see Patrick later in the video. This is the room tour. It's just a simple queen size bed. There's a net here because there are plenty of mosquitoes. Simple bathroom. There's also a TV there. Each room costs 2,000 Ethiopian birr. Before we started our journey, they checked our tickets, but we got to the bus and we started our journey at around 3:30. It was quite dark, but we drove all the way to the first checkpoint. Now, on our first checkpoint, there were no policemen. They had not woken up, so we waited for 1 hour, until around 4:30. In fact, our car was the first one at that checkpoint. They frisk you, like your entire body. The ladies have their own queue, and the gentlemen have their own queue. The check took almost 40 minutes. I'm told it can get to even 1 hour. So while you're waiting, just outside there's some food. You'll find that there are some ladies who have already prepared some hot tea or coffee with some donuts or something of that sort. Some of them even have fruits, so you can bite something as you wait for the whole car check to be done. Fortunately, we managed to book the front seats, so we were quite comfortable and we could record one or two things, even though the windscreen was not so clean. But you guys will understand. An advice to you if you'll be coming by bus: ensure you have a small bag where you put your valuables. By valuables, I mean just ensure you have your passport in case they need to check it. Also, if you have any money, please carry it in your carry-on bag. Just carry a small bag. At times, at the checkpoints, people get tempted to pick one or two things. So just imagine if you just have money there, they can easily pick it. It will be a whole process to get it back, or maybe you might not get it back. They will check that bag. At least when they're checking it, you'll have it. You'll be there with them. The rest of the luggage, they will check it on their own. After the pat down, you'll go quite some distance, and then the policemen will remain checking the rest of the bag and the bus, so you won't be there. That is why carry your valuables in your carry-on bag. Our luggage was checked. They literally opened every pocket in our bags. They were even smelling our clothes. We asked why that was happening. We were told that we will have so many checks ahead. They needed to be sure of what we are carrying. And remember, in Ethiopia, second-hand clothes or used clothes and shoes are prohibited. So people tend to try to smuggle it from across the border in Kenya to Ethiopia. So that is just a deterrent measure to ensure that nobody tries to smuggle any used clothes or shoes. So do not be surprised, they will smell your bag. So we got to the second checkpoint. There was again frisking, pat down, checking of the bags that the small bags you carry from the car, checking of the entire car. There were also some snacks out there. So it is a whole process, but as time goes by, you just get used to it. We kept going. and we just realized that we had been driving in meandering roads in the hills. Very scenic views, very scenic views. The hills had this, the summit of the hills were foggy. Everywhere was so green. You won't even believe. If you look at the map of Africa, you'll think that from northern Kenya and beyond it's all dry, but let me tell you that is not the truth. These sides of Ethiopia was very green, just the way Moyale was green. This other side was very green and hilly, very beautiful. You could just see hills and valleys of green vegetations. I mean, you guys, we were just impressed. This is our third check. This is our third police check. They do some patting. There is pat, what do you call it? Pat checking. Pat down. Yes, they do some pat down and then they check all the bags through and through. So we went on with our journey up to, after the third checkpoint, we got to a place where I think we stayed there longer, almost maybe 50 minutes. After the third checkpoint, we stayed for like 50 minutes. Now there, it's like if you've been to Uganda or Meru side of Kenya, you'll realize that that particular stop was at a place where there were plenty of fruits. It was very green. There was a lot of pineapples, mangoes. We even bought some mangoes. Like you could get up to maybe 15 mangoes at 100 Ethiopian birr. And the bigger it is, you can get it even up to 200 for even more mangoes. So they were selling some some bananas, some pineapples. There were plenty of avocados. There were even a traditional toothbrush that were packaged and decorated so nicely. So there are so many kids there who just sell all that, and some women. Like as the sun comes out, you'll realize now you start having beggars on the stops and beggars on the road. Just be careful. If you have anything to give them, by all means give them. But they are quite persistent. You might give one person and then the rest of them just come rushing. They're quite persistent. At some point we felt like it was a nuisance, but we are like, maybe maybe there are many homeless people around that area, but I don't think they're homeless. But just be careful at all times. Ensure you hold your phone and any valuables very carefully. We are told that people there tend to pickpocket you. They can easily pickpocket you. They are not violent, but they are pickpocketers, and they are very smart at it. After the third checkpoint, where there are plenty of fruits, you go to Dila, and then there is where we had our breakfast. And it was my first time seeing someone eating raw meat. You people in Ethiopia, people eat raw meat as part of a meal. It was like raw cow meat and some injera. By now I've started getting used to injera. The injera that Ethiopians eat in this side is made from teff, but you'll realize that there is some fermentation. It's quite sour. It's not as flat as the ones we are used to in Kenya. It's an acquired taste, but with time you'll get used to it, because I think it's the staple food of people in Ethiopia. We are at Dila having our breakfast, and everything is inclusive of injera. So there's been a lot on the road. There's been a lot of beautiful landscapes and culture shocks. And wacha tuone kukula. Which part of meat is this? Which part of the animal is it?
Hii ni nyama tu.
Steak.
Steak. Nataka kukula hii sasa. Naona vile nakata. Inakaa soft kama maini. Na ni nyama ya ng'ombe zote zinakuliwa hivi ama ni specific? Najua hii. Hiyo ng'ombe yote sio the same.
Hapa iko nini na nini?
Bilibili. Hizi ni bilibili.
The whole pepper.
Yote ni bilibili.
Steak. Injera, and then what?
Hii ni kama kita.
What?
Kama kita. Najua kita.
Kama cake.
Yagonja. Kula. Kama naweza.
Is it fermented? Culture shock again. Raw meat. This one is vegetarian. Lentils, cabbage, beetroot. I'm not sure what this is also lentils. Potatoes, some salsa. Niambie. So it was my first time seeing someone eating raw meat. It was one of the guys that we traveled with. He actually lives in Kenya, and he was very helpful in translating Amharic to English for us. That really helped. So guys, before you come to Ethiopia, just download your translator. You will need it. If you're driving through Ethiopia, whether it's in the countryside or even in the cities, do not be surprised if your biggest traffic jam isn't caused by cars, but cows, goats, or donkeys just chilling in the middle of the road. These animals roam freely, often escorted by herders or just finding their way home, and they don't care about your schedule. They'll stand there, stare at your car like you are the one on the wrong, and move only when they feel like it. This is just a reminder that in Ethiopia, modern life and rural tradition still walk side by side, sometimes literally. So guys, we are finally in Hawasa, the 6th largest city in Ethiopia. It is the capital city of Sidama region with a population of 400,000 people. Located along the shores of Lake Hawasa, the city is famous for its natural beauty, vibrant fish market, and relaxing lakefront resorts. It also serves as a center for tourism, education, and regional administration. Some of the popular activities in Hawasa are boat riding and bird watching. We'll show you more about Hawasa on our way back to southern Ethiopia, so stay tuned. Driving from Moyale to Addis Ababa, we passed through a chain of small vibrant towns like Yabelo, Dila, Hawasa, and Ziwe. Each town has its own rhythm, bustling markets, roadside coffee spots, and warm hospitality. They may be small, but they are the heartbeat of the southern Ethiopia. So guys, we're finally in Shashamane, a very unique and popular town in the southern Ethiopia, known for its vibrant mix of culture and deep historical roots. While Shashamane carries a unique global image, its true identity is much broader. A vibrant town rich in history, diversity, and local life. It is often associated with Rastafarian culture, which views cannabis as a sacred herb used for spiritual reflection. This connection dates back to land granted by Emperor Haile Selassie to members of Rastafarian movements in the 1950s. However, while the cultural and religious significance is real for some in the community, it is important to remember that cannabis is illegal under Ethiopian law, and possession or use can lead to serious legal consequences.
Mega kotorti. Mega kotorti.
Chapters and memories come flooding over. Where the sun sets, it gets louder. The silence is bright as day. One, two, think about all that we've been through. Looked in your eyes saying I do. Then it all fell apart. Why does it feel like it's better when you're not around? Yet when I start to fall, all I can think about is your arms around me.
Diverse communities live along this route. They include the Borana, Sidama, Konso, and the Oromo people. Each of these communities have their own rich culture and traditions. The communities engage in diverse economic activities such as livestock herding, small-scale farming, coffee cultivation, and roadside trade. Markets bustle with fresh produce, homemade goods, and of course the aroma of fresh Ethiopian coffee. As we get closer to Addis Ababa, the climate changes to hot and dry. The communities in the region are crop growers, with their popular crop being tomatoes. Their homes are made from neatly made mud houses with very high walls. Public transport in Ethiopia is layered. The big buses like the one we are in handle the long distance travel. The white and green minibuses connect nearby towns, and the blue and white tuk-tuks, which are locally known as Bajaj, zip through the city streets for short local rides. So guys, we're finally in Batu. It's one of the towns along this road, and it is very close to Addis Ababa, approximately 150 kilometers apart. If you'll be driving through Ethiopia, it's important to note that all road users keep right.
Backs turned against the wall.
From here, we took the expressway, which is a toll road, for 150 kilometers all the way to Addis Ababa. It's a fast way of getting to Addis Ababa, and it's very much efficient. For covering 150 kilometers, we thought the driver would pay a lot of money because that is quite a long distance. To our surprise, he only paid 400 birr. That was just amazing. It is one of the cheapest expressways we've ever used ever.
Why does it feel like it's better when you're not around? Yet when I start to fall, all I can think about is your arms around me. I played my cards out the wrong hand, and still I was scared to tell you that I shouldn't have let you go. I shouldn't have let you go. Why does it feel like it's better when you're not around? Yet when I start to fall, all I can think about
And finally, guys, we are in Addis Ababa. Yay! You can literally see the difference between Addis Ababa and the other cities. There are many more skyscrapers, plenty of private cars and cabs. You can actually order an online cab like Little Cab and many other online platforms. It's just a beautiful, beautiful city. So from here, we took a taxi that would take us to our booked Airbnb. Finally in Addis.
Yes. After 14 serious hours. 14, was it even?
But it was a scenic journey.
Yeah, it was a scenic journey. Very
diverse community. So we are heading to our Airbnb.
Have you started introducing English in your curriculum?
Yeah, it's mandatory.
Okay.
English?
Yeah.
Oh, English is mandatory in your curriculum nowadays?
Yeah.
Thank you guys for staying tuned. We are finally in Addis Ababa and we can't wait to show you more of Ethiopia. So stay tuned, like the video, please comment on what you think of the journey so far, and please share the video with your friends because we are on our way to 100k subscribers. Until the next episode, guys, bye.